Morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence reports. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity. So welcome to the LandShark Mastermind. My name's Tommy D. I probably should have some sort of logo up here, but this is Deal Room by LandShark Mastermind. I am your host today, Tommy D. I'm co-founder with Roman Rubio and Ning Young Chan. Ning Young Chan is a commercial real estate broker and private money broker. Roman Rubio is a wholesale manager for high-scale exclusive clients. And then our sponsor today, and for every show, is Titan Impact Group. Titan Impact Group CEO is Catherine Bell, and she is the leading master of AI in the real estate space. It's pretty helpful. She's helped us design DealHunter by LandShark, the AI assistant for real estate investors. It is literally a cloned version of about 4 people that have extensive real estate investing experience, and we're going to demonstrate that in this podcast today. Catherine Bell can be chatted with. She has an AI clone over at catherinebell.ai. It's a pretty amazing feature, and you can talk to her about all things real estate investing. And then if you want to actually book a call with her, you'll go to meetcatherinebell.com and be able to book a call with her one-on-one. So Catherine is working with many investors on getting their real estate portfolios structured. She's been significant in flipping 500 houses and helping women become very successful. Catherine's even written a book and has a foundation for increasing the wealth of women and their ability to become wealth builders. So Catherine is a big supporter of our podcast, and we want you to reach out and connect with her to show the value of her supporting this show. Now, if you want to be a sponsor on the show, or if you want to pitch your property, I need you to go visit stan.store/Tommy D and follow the instructions there to get yourself in a position to pitch to our investors. This show is recorded, so we are putting it out to the investor pool that Catherine Bell has, and to the investors that we raise through the different channels we have in our networks. And so we appreciate everyone showing up. It looks like Adam jumped into the call today. Roman's in here now. This is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is get started looking at some deals. We've got a little instruction on how to use DealHunter by LandShark. We go to ChatGPT and we go into our GPTs, Explore GPT. When you explore GPTs, if you don't have the plus version of ChatGPT, you won't be able to do this. But there's a long list of different types of GPTs that you can use to do specific things, like learning, lifestyle, making songs. Some people make funny songs. Some people need to make logos. You can even make your own GPT. And that's what we did, was we made our own GPT. So if you go up here to the search and you type in DealHunter and it should pop right up. LandShark right there, first one up. You select that one and you'll see our DealHunter logo. And we have a pretty good rating. We've got over 300 conversations going. And basically what we do is web searching, code interpretation, and data analysis. you click the start chat, you'll be able to jump into a chat right away. And one of the things that we've been able to integrate into this is the use of photos. Here in GPT, you can use photos to help you identify properties. And so what I'm going to do is I know of a piece of property that we're interested in. I'm going to select a screenshot of it that I took earlier. When it gets in here, I'll show it to you, but I'm going to say, can you identify this property? And when it goes out, it'll take a little bit of time. It'll look at it. It might compare it, and it's scraping against all the other photos on the internet. It does know that it's a aerial image, so and it's going to then make suggestions for me to give it better information so that it can do a better analysis. GPT is moving a little slow because I think it's connecting with Zoom at the same time. So, which is part of our conversation today. We're going to be talking about land. And land right now, the hottest thing about land is um, getting on land that you can build data centers. So I'm going to tell the deal hunter here. This is land in Buckeye. Look at the listing sites for a similar photo. This is listed by JLL. I know the listing company, the people own that are promoting it, marketing this property right now. So I'm going to give it a little bit of information, but specific information to see how smart it is. And here we go. Boom. It nailed it. It went and found the actual picture. It turned it, but I'll show you what the original picture looked like. This is 215 acres of land. You got the Estrella Mountains in the background over there, but this piece of property is pretty significant in the sense that it's pretty feasible. It's very feasible that it could get a data center there. So it closely matched the B85 Technology Park in Buckeye. It's 214 acres along SR 85, 3.5 miles south of I-10, and it's in a very good corridor. So this is exactly the piece of property we were looking at. So let's ask it. Let's do some field testing of it here. Can you verify if it's in an OZ zone? An OZ zone is an opportunity zone. And opportunity zone deals, they get funded differently. And so it says, yep, found it. It is in the opportunity zone. We can verify that. So it's got some knowledge about opportunity zones. And tomorrow, Friday, we're going to have our meeting with Catherine Bell, and we're going to talk about opportunity zones. We're going to deep dive 4 opportunity zone projects tomorrow with Catherine Bell. So what this does is it then makes suggestions, how to figure out the finance strategy, the due diligence docs, etc. So let's find out if we can do some different work there. Is this property zoned for data centers? And is it near fiber and power? These are the 2 things you need, gas and electricity. So it's going to start searching it out, getting this information, and pulls in that the zoning there is a general commercial. It's designated as a planned area development, meaning that it's under the framework. But I do know for a fact that it did get light industrial zoning because I was in the zoning meeting when it did get light industrial zoning. The power infrastructure says that there's a 1.8 gigawatts of power basically right across the street. So and it's highly likely we could get that power. Fiber connectivity, the Coreplex environmental assessment confirms that the site will include fiber and internet infrastructure, anticipating robust communications backbone integration. So should have the fiber connectivity to get shit done there. So it gives me a good idea about all that. Let's see. Give me the steps I need to build a, let's see. I know that it's 214 acres, so let's just say a 1 million square foot data center. And there we go. So feasibility gives me the task: site zoning, power availability, fiber carrier access, and environmental review. There shouldn't be any there. Market analysis. I'm pretty sure we could be a hub right there. We've already had a pre-application meeting with Buckeye, but that was about a different project. Same property, different project. Lock-in APS substation delivery timeline, site substation. And we can do the diesel farm. Well, it's got all the stuff there. So interesting. How much building could we do and still have room for a underground battery farm? Now we could split this into two pieces doing that, which is a moneymaker. If you're able to split this property and do 25% of it data center, 35% of the data center, then we should be able to do a 5 to 10 acres right there. So it's 5 to 10 acres for up to 300 megawatt deployment. So interesting. Data center building area is 2 million square feet. So we got plenty of room left over. Mm-hmm. If the land is $84 million, which I think is what it is, can you factor the rest of the cost? How much we would need to raise through the OZ fund? We'll go from here, see what this does. And so we're seeing that the cost of everything, we're looking at a 1.3 to $1.5 billion budget. Interesting layout right there. All right, and all this started off of one little picture. That's kind of the point I'm making here. We were basically able to underwrite a deal using the AI model DealHunter by LandShark with a picture and a little bit of information about the property, and then it just went off and started getting all the information we needed to get more deal stuff set up. So something that I was working on recently was a purchase of a piece of property that has land with it, and this is something I wanted to show you. We're looking at buying a company that is sitting on a piece of dirt, 2 acres. And when we looked at the property with the dirt, it's got I2 zoning, it's 2 acres. And when we did a land comps on it only, it came back saying that the property was only worth about $400,000 per acre, which the owner wasn't happy with. He was not interested in hearing that. So with the zoning, it went up to almost 500, but he still didn't like that idea either. So I said, do you know anything about the area? He said, yeah, the lot next door is rented out to the trucking company. There's a trucking company next door that rents on the 2 acres that he has there. And so, excuse me. I said, so if they're getting $10,500 next door per month, let's do a cap rate valuation formula then. And so it went in and did a cap rate valuation formula on it. And I said, break it down. It gave me cap rates between 4.5 to 7. And when it comes to cap rates, the best way to understand it is, what is the bank giving you? When you go in the bank, they always have it right on the sign as soon as you walk in. It says that you can get a CD for 5.5 APR. That means in a year, if you gave it $10,000 in a year, it'll give you back 5.5%. So $5 on, or 5% on $10,000 is what you'd be looking at. When we look at cap rates, it's the same thing. If the bank is giving you 5.5, if you invested 2.29, or let's call it 2.3 to be safe, and you got 5.5 back from the bank on that, that's what you would get in interest year per year. To run the company, after all the bills are paid, you would get 5.5% on your $2.2 million or $2.3 million. If you want 6% on your money, you drop the price of the property to 2.1 million. Okay, and if you want 7% on your money, you invest less, again, to 1.8 million. That's the value of the property. Okay. So we went ahead and said, let's just be ultra conservative and just go 7%, or even fair market value of 6%. So 6% makes it a $2.1 million property. So when we're going through and looking at buying this property and the business itself, the total purchase price the guy said he wanted was $10 million. The land breakdown says $2 million for land, and equipment and trucks is $2 million. And then we did the numbers on his business, and it said that business operations and goodwill were about $6 million value. Now, how we did that value was a thing called EBITDA, and that's not for this, but it does do it. Like, it will break down the EBITDA on a deal. So, it's very proficient at being a calculator for all things, and that's basically what I'm impressed with the most, is its ability to do that. So, we'll break over to another land deal. This land deal that we were looking at was for our founder, Ning Yang, and I were working this. He said that he's in need of a 1 to 2 acre property for a restaurant to be built near TSMC in Arizona, and we can rezone it if needed. Want to also look at all the listing sites and off-market places. It got a little confused and put it down as being in, found a lot of land over in Mesa because it thought that it was TSMC was near Phoenix Mesa. So we had to redirect it, give it better directions, and said, no, TSMC is not near Mesa. It's near Anthem, New River, and Deer Valley. So boom, now it understands where to go. And it started providing us these properties. So we've got a variety of properties that it was able to retrieve for us. So we've got a 1.9 acre for 200,000. Let's see. 1.2 for 60,000. And it gives us like let's look at this one. This is the one that got my attention because I'm like, where is that at? I want that. And I've actually looked at it before, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, I don't know if this is still legitimately available, but it is got some good views. Let me jump back over here. So as we go through here, we got more properties and you can click on them. Zillow, like this is listed on Zillow. And it'll take you to the site. A little bit different now, it looks like. A couple of different properties here. Not able to find the one that I had, but New River is a little bit different up there. Here's one here. It's right in the wash. That's why nobody's building in it. These are all kind of washy areas. This was that one we were looking at. Saddle Mountain Road. That's not up that way, I don't think. Where's Desert? There's Desert Hills. And it's not too far out there. Get on New River Road and come back down to the Carefree Highway. 2 acre lot right here. That's not any bad either. Now watch what we do here. We'll go take a snapshot of this right here. I just tried to screenshot. There we go. Just screenshotted this. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm really messing up my call here. Hope I don't have to close out anything. Yeah, it's not letting me function. But no, I can't even close it. Yeah, it's stuck. Damn it. Hmm.
What are we doing, Tommy?
My screen got stuck, so I'm trying to reset it. Yeah, like my screen sharing is stuck on, but I can't get anything to go away. I can't get nothing to shut off. So I'm kind of stuck. So maybe if I dump,
What kind of
I have to
laptop is
dump
it?
it from a, it's just my tablet. Uh, no, LandShark is the
Hey,
co-host. But
sitting
no, I can't
correctly.
even dump that. I'm not sure. How's school going? Damn it. Holy crap. All right, a little bit of technical difficulties going on. My my DealHunter tablet the LandShark account locked up, froze up, so we're gonna restart it here, see what we get going.
What exactly are you restarting? Knowing more details will help me understand what's happening.
Like my screen is broke, it's not working. Minor setbacks. And pull this one back up. Right there. Get in it. Oh, damn it. So now it won't let me join because I was previously removed. So that's gonna be a problem. Well, shit. All right. Well, today's meeting's fucking over because I can't figure it out. And I can't do the DealHunter from my phone because it doesn't work there. So we're gonna have technical difficulties until we figure it out, I guess. So I don't know. All right.
Hey,
Roman.
Tommy.
Yeah, buddy. You there? Yo. Roman.
Yeah.
Roman. What up?
Did you talk to that lead that I sent you on Messenger that wants
No,
to
not
add
yet.
the septic tank into the ADU?
Are they Spanish speaking?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
All right, yeah. I'll give them a call.
If it is, then just hand it over. I'll talk to them. But they shouldn't because they were speaking. I mean, everything was typed in English.
Oh, what? Okay. All right, yeah. I'll hit it up and see what I can do. I got an appointment or a meeting with your brother at noon. We're going to look at a job.
Okay.
So see what we get going.
All right, man.
All right. And then I got a property that we can probably do a site on. And I got the construction loan. We just got to get somebody that wants to go on the title. Because I can't go on the title.
It wants to do what?
That wants to go on the title. It's got good enough credit to go on the title.
Okay.
So, because I got the
All right, if you want to send me
DAP
details
lending,
on it, I'll look it over.
it's
Yeah.
130 cactus.
Okay.
So I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me details that way I can kind of see if I can actually speak to my other guy that does who's doing a lot of flips right now, and he can probably get into that one.
Okay, yeah. Well, this one's gonna be a scrape and rebuild.
All right,
If he wants to do a fix and flip, I got another one, but that one's $2.5 million. All
all right, bro.
right,
Let's do it then. Send me the info.
all right,
I'll talk to you later.
all right, I will. All
All
right,
right,
man.
bro.
See ya.